Hey, Beefless. Thank you. Okay. First up is Shelly. Her Giga Cringe team. Both of these fights took me ages to find the answers I needed. And then once I found them, lines sort of fell into place kind of quickly. But I felt like I was shuffling puzzle pieces around in the box for a while. I've already Magnezone in my party? I do. An ape. We need Dreadnought. Steelix. Electrode and Sceptile.
Fruit Gummy is going to be doing some work this evening.
Yep, he will. Okay, Ape. Magnezone. Dreadnought. Electrode. Steelix. Sceptile. That's the squad. I need to go back here. This fight made me heavily consider pulling Petalburg for Primarina, but I don't want to take that coin flip yet. Okay.
Hi, Beefless. I am well and bundled. It's very snowy and yucky out. This freaky odd Lego block mon.
Yes. Okay, so those who know how Ape is used in this game, you will usually know that people generally reset for Hasty or Naive, 31 attack, 31 special attack, 31 speed. I didn't reset for that. This was just the first Ape I got. However, for Shelly, it is finally time to put a heart scale into my Ape. However, we won't be scaling attack. We're going to be scaling HP. HP on Infernape. Pepper is HP IV. Yes. This is my third heart scale into Infernape, but for HP. Let me drop that in the tracker. Heart scale. Oh. I used a scale for something else, didn't I? Because I'm missing one. I have 3 left in the bag. Hi, Chip. What else would I have used it on? Oh, Sceptile Leaf Storm.
Oh.
Yep, HP. Okay, 3 left. That's correct. Alright. So, with that out of the way, should be pretty good to just send it. Charcoal. And this guy. And best item in the game, Citrus. I could probably give Dreadnought an Agua Berry, no? I don't think it needs it, though. So Dreadnought needs to guaranteed bait Meteor Beam. So if I had an Agua Berry, I worry that I would be able to... Helix, Magnezone, not Scizor, Dreadnought, and Electrode. Yeah, I think Citrus is fine. I did the math on it. Let's just give him a Citrus. Who else gets Citrus? Electrode and Steelix. Oop. And then Miracle Seed, there we go. Sceptile. Okay, neither of these fights that I'm doing tonight are riskless. But they are fairly low risk, both of them. I think the Shelly is lower overall risk, but has the risk probably... Okay, so it's lower odds, but I think it would be higher magnitude if I get it, where I'd have to like sack 2 or 3 to Blastoise. And then on Bridge Rival, the only risk should be a risk for 1 Mon sack at the end of the fight on a crit. And I don't even always end up in the situation where that happens. So it should be fine. The most complicated part of this is Dreadnaught's HP, so let me just double check that. Dreadnought, 212 HP, pre-toxic. So we take 13 scaling. So we come in on this guy's Heat Wave. Not in the rain, not in Electric Train, and single battles. So maximum damage will be 22. Bait Grass Knot. And then comes back in on Acrobatics or Heat Wave. But the gem is gone. So then worst case is I take 63 minus 13. I'm at 101 HP. And then it comes in on Fire Punch. I'm at 64. I add 53. I'm at 117. I take 26 and 24 again. And then I'm at 28. Confirming -1 speed Dragonite is slower than Dreadnought. Okay. The highest HP I could be at is not much higher. 212 minus 13 minus 18 is 181. Comes back in if I come in on Heat Wave, I'm at 150. Then I come in on 13 minus 21 minus 26 minus 21 plus 53 minus 39, 83. This will always still see a Meteor Beam KO. Alright, we're chilling. Chilling. Okay, I need to pre-toxic Dreadnought and pre-burn Sceptile. I'm a filthy script user, so I'm going to do that right here. Okay. Charcoal, maxed out HP, Citrus, Citrus, pre-toxic, Citrus, Citrus, Miracle Seed, pre-burned. Alright, good to go. Just need to heal Dreadnought when I get close to Shelly.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Windstute.
Save my new ape set.
And save your game.
I saved just over there. Okay. Oh man, I'm scared. 181. Yeah. Okay. So I didn't miss anything. You're going to meddle in Team Aqua's affairs? You're either absolutely fearless, simply ignorant, or both. You're so cute. You're disgusting. I'll put you down, kitty. Okay. Alright. Shelly leads with a Focus Sash Mienshao that has Inner Focus. So your usual Fake Out shenanigans won't stop this from moving. My Infernape with 9 HP IV showed some killing rolls of close combat, which is why I had to scale so that it never sees a KO with close combat here, and will always click Fake Out. So I'm going to click Fake Out first, because I'm faster to break the sash, and then because it's Inner Focus, it will also fake me out. Prevents flinching. Fake Out. Cool. And now it has no priority, so I'm able to one-shot this with Overheat. No priority other than Fake Out. This was the only way I could do a one Pokemon Mienshao lead. And now we get Tornadus in for fast KO. It's 1 point faster than me, and so it will be wanting to click Acrobatics here. Magnezone is the glue that holds this line together. I will be using this to pivot and sort of dance on Shelly and bait moves. It will never click an attack, but it's crucial to the line. There's the Acro, we get rid of the gem. Alright, and now highest damage from this is Heat Wave, which gets me a fairly safe pivot to Dreadnought. Dreadnought needs to deal with the Dragonite later, but it's got enough extra HP to do so. We're going to go to Dreadnought now. There's the Heat Wave. Okay, take damage from Toxic. Now it is always Grass Knot, which lets me get Electrode in. Electrode is one of my only Pokemon that outspeeds this. It's Electrode and Barraskewda. Ooh, we get Static. I think that's fine. It shouldn't change anything. That just means I'd take less damage. But Dreadnought will still be taking enough chip throughout the fight that it's okay. So now it's either Heat Wave or Acrobatics. There's some overlap basically there. We're going to Volt Switch to deal half. And on Heat Wave or Acrobatics, we can go Dreadnought. Okay. Best case. Once again, only baiting Grass Knot, we can go back to Electrode. We can take the KO with a second Volt Switch. Critically, this allows me to bring in my next Pokemon for baiting purposes before Shelly sends out hers. So, let me confirm here. Magnezone at 139 HP, never shows a KO to Nihilego, and always shows a KO to Dragonite, Fire Punch. So we go Magnezone here. Should be Dragonite for fast KO. Good. Okay. So, with Dragonite, this has multi-scale. I need to break that for Dreadnought to be able to two-shot. So we're going to go Ape here on Fire Punch. If Mienshao's Fake Out had crit, that's fine. I can also take a Fire Punch crit from this Choice Band Dragonite. Okay. Now we can Fake Out for a little bit of chip. And critically break multi-scale. Okay, it's obviously still Fire Punch. We go back to Dreadnought. This is the first time like I've had jitters for a fight in a long time. Like the last time I remember this is like Shell and Norman. I spent a long time in the lab for this. We should get Citrus here. Or not quite, but next turn. Okay, and now we Rock Tomb to gain the speed advantage, taking another Fire Punch. This is why Dreadnought needed to be pre-toxicked, because I could not afford to get burned here. And the Fake Out chip made it so that I didn't need a damage boosting item. So I'm able to hold Citrus, which means I always live, even with potentially taking an Acrobatics from Tornadus earlier. Okay, now with the speed drop, Dreadnought is faster and can one-shot with Rock Slide, which is 100% accurate this game. Okay. Now, I'm below 62% HP, so we should have Nihilego coming in for a fast KO with Meteor Beam. Perfect. So, when the AI is holding a Power Herb and has Meteor Beam, it is guaranteed to click it over all other killing moves, as well as Stealth Rock, which it has. So this lets me get Steelix in. I had other lines where I had Steelix come in on Sludge Wave, and that makes the matchup a little bit better. But this is still safe for Citrus Berry Steelix. We're going to take a lot from this, though, even though it's a quad-resisted move. Excadrill does this matchup a lot better, but I got a different ground steel.
Yeah.
Okay, no crit. That's good. Now it's 30% to click Power Gem and 70% to click Stealth Rocks here. Both are fine. We one-shot with Earthquake. Okay. Expected result. Good job, Steelix. What a cry. Alright. Steelix is at 105 HP. So, KOing Nihilego 4th with my ground type meant that Lantern is never able to click Volt Switch, which is very useful. So if Steelix was low HP here, it was Ice Beam or Scald, and I had to go Magnezone. But because I am above half, it is always Scald, which means I can go straight to Sceptile and preserve Magnezone's health. Come on, no crit. We've got rocks up. I need no crit here. It's a little sus if it does. Okay. Now, Sceptile has an 84% range to KO with KO with Giga Drain, which is pretty. It sounds pretty bad on paper, but if Ice Beam crits on this turn, it puts me into Overgrow, and then the second Giga Drain KOs. If either of my Giga Drains crit, then I obviously had 2-shot, and then I only die to some rolls of Ice Beam crit on turn 2. So overall, I think it's less than 1% risk. So we're going to Giga Drain, hope for a high roll here. If Sceptile high rolls, it guaranteed lives. That's a good-ass roll. I healed back to full. I think this is guaranteed. I don't have another play. I just click Giga Drain here. Let's go, Sceptile. Okay. And the reason I could not one-shot there with Leaf Storm is because the last Pokemon is Mega Blastoise. And so I needed to save my special attack for this. And with Miracle Seed, I always one-shot with Leaf Storm. Oh, man. Okay. Cost me a scale, but we made it out deathless.
Spooky.
Yeah. And like a scale on Ape is like fine. Like that gives Infernape honestly a lot more bulk. Like it's probably 10% more bulk or something.
I've already invested so much into it that we may as well just keep doing it.
Yeah. Okay. And now, we get one of the most important Pokemon in the game. Cast Form! Poggy. What should we name Cast Form? Meatball?
That's pretty good.
Okay. That was Bill's suggestion. Or Slop.
Slop.
Okay.
Cotton candy might not fit, but Dad's beard would potentially fit.
So the reason this is so important is because this comes holding a life orb. Okay, it's got some stats too. That's kind of cool. Natty 30 attack, plus defense. Okay.
Bold.
Best item in the game. Okay, Torkoal. Gonna remember who else is coming here. Basculegion. Sceptile. Not
Fruit gummy.
Steelix. Yeah. And... okay.
Donphan. Lock in Eminem for this fight. Fan is a little bit on the line, I think.
Oh, Castform, because Castform is a gift Pokemon M&M, it's guaranteed to have 3 perfects. That's why I wasn't pogging out to see 331s there. But then it did also have a 30 and a 21, so I mean it's pretty sick for sure. Okay. Beaten. Skipped. Focus. You can give Sceptile a citrus berry, I think.
I agree, Squill.
Okay, everyone on the team goes to 66, except for Torkoal, which will be 64. That's the only level we get here. Let me double check the Torkoal math, because it's pretty important. There's no Dreadnought, Steelix all out. You're in. Okay. Where's Donphan? Oh, I already have Donphan up. Who am I missing? Basculegion? There we go. Okay. 66. Donphan 66. Strodagon 66. Holding Life Orb. I need to go teach Ice Punch. Torkoal 64. Sceptile 66. 91 HP. That is for Dragapult. Doubles. Breaking Swipe is a what the? Breaking Swipe is a spread move?
Huh? Oh,
I don't think that affects anything. It just means I can't use Electrode at the end. Breaking Swipe is a spread move. Electrode survives all crits. That's fine. But then I can't bring Electrode at the end, which I wasn't really planning to. That's wild. Okay.
I was not aware.
Electric Terrain, Rain. So this fight, the gimmick is that... Here, I'll step outside and you'll see. The gimmick is that a thunderstorm has started with Team Aqua now on the loose. I'm not seeing the thunder. But it's in Electric Terrain and Permanent Rain, and it's a double battle versus this squad. Swift Swim, Mega Swampert, Life Orb Gyarados with Hurricane, Muddy Water, Waterfall, and Thunder. Dragapult with Shadow Ball, Hydro Pump, Thunder, Breaking Swipe, Dragon Gem. And then 2 Mons that you can't one-shot in one hit with Sturdy, Magnezone, and Focus Sash Toxicroak. And then Agialola in the back is the least threatening thing.
3 Thundermons in a storm is so stupid.
It's unserious, yeah. The Thunders and the Hydro Pumps just do ridiculous damage. And the thing, Magnezone hits so hard that a lot of the things that you want to pivot to bait electric moves will also bait Electro Web. You have to be really careful with how you bait Magnezone, unless you're accounting for taking Electro Web damage. Ice Punch.
Huh?
Dragon does not get Ice Punch.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, is it because Dragon is weak to ice?
How are we killing Agialola? Ooh, that's really bad. My line doesn't work. Because I was supposed to KO Egg 4th. Does this guy get a spread move or some shit? Probably not. That's really annoying.
Probably does get Breaking Swipe.
Well, so I mean, I've got Dragon Claw, but that's not strong enough with Life Orb to one-shot Egg. I would need to lock into Outrage. But I was having Druddigon KOing Magnezone on the following turn.
Outrage Plan Sack?
No. This just doesn't work. Because I need this to KO Magnezone.
Oh.
How would I be able to get Chip on... this thing? I am swapping Donphan in on double electric move currently. I could obviously Ice Shard it. But then Magnezone just KOs Donphan. So that would be a planned Donphan sack, which I was hoping to not have. Aceberry, what the fuck? You 66. want you to do? No, because you're gonna bait. 1, you're not faster than egg. 2, you don't KO Pult. 3, you bait a KO from Magnezone. Fuck. I need to wait on this. I just assumed he got all 3. He gets Fire Punch and Thunder Punch.
Yeah. I would have as well.
It's fucking Sludge Bomb. 49%. So what's egg clicking? Woodhammer into Dawnfan? So if I instead KO Magnezone... No, if I KO Magnezone, it's with... Wait. I can maybe KO it with Dragon Claw into Woodhammer recoil? By swapping Torkoal? Can I guarantee Torkoal's above 26%? No, it doesn't deal enough recoil. Sceptile will be too low HP. Electrode will be too low HP. Weird. Look at the Torkoal math again. Torkoal takes spread breaking swipe. 68 minus 52 takes a flash cannon minus 73. Then if I came in on Woodhammer, okay, so I would need to be a higher level Torkoal for this, but 65 Torkoal would do it. And then it would also bait fake out fast KO from, well, not necessarily, but it would bait fast KO from Toxicroak. So, but that's 2 turns for Magnezone to potentially click Electro Web on Torkoal. That one I know is a spread move. And if Druddigon takes 2 Life Orb ticks plus Electro Web, it's in Thunder range from Magnezone, which is fast KO. So maybe I need to get Magnezone off the field, but then I don't have an Eggy counter. And it's Egg Toxicroak. Gah! Dragon Gem doesn't exist. Also, doesn't Outrage lock you into, like, random targeting? In doubles, hits a random foe. That's not exactly very useful. How do I go about doing this? It's like I need to set up both Magnezone and Egg for KO. I don't think... I don't think Roat Berry would deal enough to Magnezone. Does break Sturdy though. It doesn't quite do enough. I have to fucking... I'd have to scale and candy Druddigon to get the KO with superpower after Roat. How long do I currently? Oh my god. It might work. So what would that be? As I swap to Donphan, I click Surf. In the rain. How much does that do to my own Don fan? %63%. Potentially up to 100%. I could be citrus berry. So could that bait body press? No, if I'm citrus, I never bait body press. Then my endgame is even riskier because Electrode chips, Donphan's chipped. So what would that be? That would be... Where's Ice Sponge? Put it on. Surf, put it on. Yeah, it needs to be on this turn. Pentagon chip all with surf. So I can't take the egg KO yet because I need to swap to Torkoal. Which means that I would need to give it Iapapa Berry. And then it doesn't KO itself with the Woodhammer recoil. So I don't think this works. That's really the only spread move you get, man? Shockwave. Beta tag is not spread. What am I thinking of that's spread? Swift? Yeah. Hone Claws would work. Hone Claws and Roat Berry. Because then Magnezone gets chipped by Torkoal coming in. And then at +1, I one-shot Egg. And I also get the extra damage I need for Magnezone.
The unironic home claws. Is Rock Climb spread? No. Oh, why is Dragon Tail 95% accurate? What TMs do I have? Hyper voice Don fan. I don't know if I can send this one tonight. I'll have to think about it. Roat Berry and another Heart Scale is a lot of investment.
And would it even work? Yeah, it would. So I click Hone Claws on the swap to Donphan. And then Donphan goes to Torkoal as I... as I one-shot Eggy with Dragon Claw now. Then the next turn, Torkoal protects, baiting double random move. My one-shot Magnezone with Superpower. Probably don't even need to use Superpower anymore at +1. Yeah, I would. I don't have any coverage. Which is the one I got 3 of? It is Roap Berry. I wonder if there's a line where I am okay with Eggy Toxicroak out. I don't know though. Sceptile's at half HP. Electrode is at half HP. Spread damage, Breaking Swipe. Torkoal is low. And would have just protected. Reality. Fire Punch, Straticon. Dragon KO Eggy with... No, Dragon, it's... So the problem is I'm taking 2 hits on this turn. So Magnezone with... Superpower. So then it's Scorch in, or Toxicroak in, which won't see any KOs on Donphan. So then Egg will see Fast KO on Donphan with Woodhammer, and Toxicroak will see Fast KO on Druddigon with Gunkshot Cross Chop. So I can go Basket Legion and Torkoal? And then Basket Legion is faster than Eggy. This is maybe real. Toxicroak in. Wait, no, Torkoal's already in. Shit, okay. So it's double random move from both? Lock, Donphan, and Torkoal. Take Flash Cannon plus Woodhammer. Toxicroak in. Torkoal protect. Oh, so then it's random. Ew. I don't like that at all. But I could be Citrus Berry Torkoal level 66 maybe. So that I'm not baiting a KO from Toxicroak anymore. But I am still baiting KOs from Eggy. Because Druddigon will be baiting from Toxicroak anyway, but that still gets Basket Legion in safely. Alright, so Torkoal takes 173 minus 51. Minus 71. Could potentially be Aguav Berry here. But we'll try Citrus first. 43 goes to 94 HP. And then we take a Wood Hammer. Minus 45 is 49 HP. Woodhammer can do 26%, so I would need, if I'm using Aguav Berry, I would need to ensure that it activates with min rolls. So 173 minus 42 minus 60, 71. 73 divided by 4 is 43. So 43 plus 60 plus 72 is 145. So Aqua, Torkoal, level 66, 145 HP. Now let me see where max rolls puts me. Minus 51. Minus 71 plus heals half in this game, so 23 HP. Divided by 2. 23 plus 86 is 109. Minus Woodhammer. 35, that's 64 HP. I can bait Dragon Hammer again, but it's triple high roll for that. I'm always dead to Terrain Pulse no matter what. And I can bait KOs from Toxicroak. But that could also be cross chop, so. But only if it's triple high roll. I'm full HP. 173 minus 51 minus 71 is 51. Oh, I'm fine. I don't need a pre-damage at all. Minus 45 plus 86, 92 HP. Still always dead to Terrain Pulse. Never dead to Toxicroak. Do I always get the Aguav Berry? 73 minus 42 minus 60 minus 38 is 33. I always get the Aguav Berry. And I always bait Terrain Pulse. Okay, so no pre-damage. This, in theory, could work. Canvas Woodhammer. Aguav back to about 60%. Torkoal Protect. Take Terrain Pulse. Swap Drodagon to Basculegion. Take Gunk Shot slash Cross Chop. Okay. And now Toxicroak doesn't see any KOs. Because it'll be high health Basculegion versus 60% Torkoal. It is almost always clicking Gunk Shot into Torkoal, which is maybe abusable. Could I have Steelix instead of Donphan here? Maybe. Steelix at... No, Steelix baits low kick instead of Woodhammer. But that's fine. Torkoal takes that fine too. Okay, let's say we're using Steelix. It would have to be pre-damaged to 40%. Where's Domination comes in here? Just takes electric moves. And it's in on... It's actually always low kick. Just how am I... So I think I can get rid of Toxicroak. And then maybe Basket Legion can just stay in on Egg. Somehow. I don't want to get rid of any of these moves, but if I can keep baiting slow KOs long enough for Basket Legion to do a little bit of chip, then I can maybe get Drotagon back in. Donphan, Torkoal. Thanks, Han. I was going to send Bridge Rival, but my line was messed up because Drotagon doesn't learn Ice Punch. Shelly went well. I had to put a scale into 8 for HP, but I ended up winning the fight deathlessly. Okay, so then on this turn, Basket Legion... Torkoal is still baiting only Terrain Pulse, so I could go to Steelix. And it's like a 0.4% chance for Toxicroak to click Gunk Shot. The Basket Legion, Psyfangs, Toxicroak to Sash. Swap. Torkoal to Steelix. Then we sometimes take it's always Terrain Pulse. And then sometimes plus Nation. Then Steelix would bait KOs from both with low kick Woodhammer. I could go back to Torkoal. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. Does Torkoal... Let me double check. Make sure Torkoal hits Aguav. If it's low kick, min-roll. 173... Oh, you're 66 now. So you need all the HP you can fucking get. Minus 42. Minus 60. Minus 34. What? 173 minus 60 minus 42 minus 34. 37. Okay, it does get Agua always. Okay.
Being level 66 doesn't change anything else.
No, I've been calculating with Torkoal with 66 for this Agua line.
Okay.
Okay, so then... Now Steelix is in at 40%, still baiting low kick. Okay, it's actually always low kick. Do I care about the recoil? I can't force it to take recoil, so I don't think I should count on it. So I think baiting low kick into Torkoal is just better. Flash Cannon plus Okay. Basket Legion, KO, Toxic Rogue with Shadow Sneak. Steelix swap to somebody on low kick. Subtile and Electrode will be too low. Drudigon? Maybe? Okay, what does Drudigon take? 1 Life Orb tick. This doesn't activate Life Orb because it's Sheer Force. Life Orb tick 2. 73 minus 19. 54. I think Torkoal baits random move, unfortunately, so I don't know if I can get Steelix back in. So, like... Swap to question mark on okay. So if Torkoal takes... We're doing more fucking Torkoal math. Maxwell Breaking Swipe, minus 51. Minus 71. And then minus low kick is 40. Plus 86, 96. Come back in on low kick. It's 56 HP. Dragon Hammer or Terrain Pulse? Maybe that's workable? I can go back to Steelix on that. Steelix swap to Torkoal on low kick. We have a 2v1. So then Basque Legion swap to Drudigon. It's faster, so it will never be targeted. Torkoal Protect. Drudigon, Outrage, Oko, Eggy. Oh my god, it's cinema! There's only one left. It can't, like, miss, right? If there's only one Pokemon left, it can't, like, target the empty slot and miss.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
There's no way. If it does, like, I fucking clause that. Okay, I can. So if I have to click Dragon Claw, it's Dragon Hammer or Terrain Pulse. Steelix can swap in, it'll still be at 40% HP, so I can just swap Steelix. So I have a riskless line regardless. I want to click Outrage, though. Torkoal, swap to Steelix. Okay. Do I get fucked by Electroweb? I don't think so. Do I still show out damage to everybody with Fire Punch or Thunder Punch? Yes. Superpower shows out damage to you. Thunder Punch or Outrage and Thunder Punch show out damage to you, and I show fast one-shot to you. So it's always Magnezone. Oh my god, line saved. 66 Aguab Torkoal. Let me check. I need to check which one I need to hold on Torkoal. Minus attack. Aguab Berry. Confuses if minus Spadef. Yeah, Papa. Confuses if minus defense. Okay. So I can go Aguaf Berry on Torkoal. Sceptile stays the same. Electrode stays the same. Drudigon is Life Orb level 66. Donphan, we're not using Donphan anymore. It's itemless Steelix, level 66 at what HP? Debate Flash Cannon, so 69 HP. Nice. Does Basque Legion live? Because it's random move on that turn, right? Basque Legion. Toxic Croak, random target, gunk shot. So Vasculation needs to take 2 gunk shot crits and 1, 2, 3 ticks of poison. So I maybe can't afford to be pre-toxic anymore. I maybe have to just risk some with Vasculation. But let's see. I come in on gunk shot crit and it burns my citrus. 242 is such an obscene amount of HP. I'm at 15. 242 minus 15 minus 131. 96 HP plus 242 divided by 4 is 60. That's crazy. 96 plus 60. And we Psychic Fangs. Minus 131. And we die to Toxic. On double crit. But what about single crit? $242 minus 15 minus 87. Minus 131 plus 60 minus 30 is 39. I died to like double max roll. I died a toxic tick. Gunk shot. 30% chance to poison the target. So if I'm in for 3 turns anyway. I should just take the poison chance. I think. And just not pre-toxic. I could also be Lum, and then I only die to some rolls of double crit. Let me see this. 242. Oh, well, it says I'm dead to 50% of double crits. But that doesn't work if it double poisons. So I think citrus is always safer. Yeah, I think I just don't pre-toxic. This just doesn't do anything for him. And I have, yeah, because regular poison for 3 turns is about the same. I think it's exactly in this case. It would be exactly the same. 15, 30, 45, 30, 30, 30. So if I get crit low rolled, so it doesn't activate citrus, and then crit high rolled. But that's 8 rolls of crit are the low roll. That's just exceedingly unlikely. Because even if it hit 120, it would have to find 7 rolls for the next crit. And if it crit poisons, I get my citrus, and then I'm just risking crit on the next turn. Okay. I'm happy with this line. I really don't want to scale Hone Claws and use a Jaboka Berry here. Agwav, Citrus, Basket Legion. I think I can be Citrus on Sceptile. It shouldn't matter. Oh, it does matter because I'm below 50% HP, so itemless Sceptile. Forgot that. So 65 Sceptile baits Breaking Swipe at like 50% or something, 50.5. So I could have held a citrus there, but here I'm at 48.9, so I can't. Does anybody get a citrus? Just Basket Legion, I think. Miracle Seed, you. Life Orb on you. Itemless Steelix, itemless Septile. Okay, need to do some pre-damage. And I need Septile in slot 1 for baiting. I also want to trace out all my baits to make sure I didn't fuck anything up there. For double battles, the mon that comes out is based on like the same slot. So you need to be careful with that. 1. I need to actually swap out to Steelix. And candy. Okay. 3 damage, 5 to 60 HP. Okay, cool. Well, let's take Breaking Swipe. So Septile in slot 1, Electrode in slot 2. Okay, I'll swap it on the first turn in slot 1. So then it's Dragapult for fast KO with Breaking Swipe. So that's correct. Then the next turn I KO Gyarados, so my slot 2 baits. Confirming, Electrode survives. Breaking Swipe crit, yes. And it's an attack drop, not a special attack drop, so we still get the KO on Gyarados. And then we send Druddigon. And Druddigon with... I can keep Thunder Punch. This moveset is fine. Druddigon with Thunder Punch, Life Orb, Superpower Outrage. Shows that it outdamages, because I'll be at full HP. I show that I outdamage Magnezone. I outdamage Toxicroak. And I fast 1 at KO Eggy. So it's just Magnezone for +1 speed. So Magnezone comes in 4th. Torkoal protects. It has taken Breaking Swipe, so it baits Hydro Pump and Thunder, never Electro Web. And I KO Pult with Life Orb, Declaw. And now Pult was in slot 1, so now it's Torkoal baiting. Torkoal is at like 70%, so it's Eggy for fast KO Dragon Pulse, Terrain Pulse. So it's Eggy, Magnezone. I cannot KO either safely on that turn. So I Thunder Punch Magnezone to chip it. Never activating Cuss Thap. Not that it matters. My guys are slower anyway. And Torkoal... swaps to Steelix. On double electric move. Okay. And now... swapped Steelix back to Torkoal on Flash Cannon plus Low Kick. We got Agwav back up. Druddigon KO's Magnezone with Superpower. So now I've taken 2 ticks of Life Orb and I'm at -1 attack and defense. And I've also maybe... no, I will not have taken an Electro Web. I never take an Electro Web on this line. That's really good. That's really good. I'm at 80%. Toxicroak always sees a KO with Gunk Shot. And never on Torkoal. It's Gunk Shot or Cross Chop. Toxicroak in last. Torkoal protect, take Terrain Pulse, swap Druddigon. -1 Druddigon to Basket Legion. Take Gunk Shot. Usually Gunk Shot. But that's okay. I could actually pre-damage a little here, but I don't know if I want to. I think I do. Because Druddigon comes back in on no hit. Yeah, so I do pre-damage a little bit, so I can I can reduce risk on basculation by making it a raw 50-50. So that would be 139 plus 19 plus 19, 177 HP. Then I can make it a raw 50-50, and I like that a lot better than most likely gunk shot. Damage 3, 77. Okay. Now, Torkoal still isn't baiting a KO, so it's random gunk shot or cross chop. It's 1 in 512 to click cross chop on Steelix and kill it. Like, whatever. If that happens, it is what it is. So I go Steelix on gunk shot and terrain pulse. And I go... Oh no, that's when Basket Legion's already in. Torkoal protects as I swap Dredagon to Basket Legion. Okay. Random target gunk shot. Sci-Fang to Sash. Torkoal to Steelix. KO with Shadow Sneak. He gains 1/8 HP back, but it's fine because Shadow Sneak does 25. And he can't hit me with Vacuum Wave. Really cool, actually. Well, he wouldn't know to because he's slower anyway, but... And Torkoal comes in on low kick, so it'll still always be baiting random move from Eggy, but it's never low kick or wood hammer, actually. I looked at that. Torkoal protects, swap to Dredagon, outrage one shot. Okay. 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 Kind of scared, but I think I've done what I can here. Miracle Seed, Life Orb, Agua Berry, Citrus Berry. Everybody's level 76, 66. 91 HP, 177, 69. That all sounds right. There's the thunderstorm. Okay. So we get access to an item or two. Heart Scale. I think there's a TM down here or something. Is there an item on this time? Flying Gem, cool. And I think it's Weather Ball down here. Weather Ball. Alright. I'll log those before I forget. Flying Gem. Heart Scale. Weather Ball. I got cast form. Okay. This fucking fight.
I'm so sorry.
I don't want to walk up. I don't want to walk up.
Save your game.
I did. So this is where you've been looking for Pokemon. Let me see how good you got. I'll test you. Now, it's a battle. So battle. Okay, Brendan.
I miss when he was a pushover.
Okay, good. I didn't fuck up my pre-damage. I forgot to like double check Swampert, but I knew that Dragapult was the lowest one for Sceptile's pre-damage, so that's what I was been checking. But we're good. Okay, so Electric Terrain, Rain, Gyarados Intimidate. There's a lot working against me here. Swampert's going to Mega Evolve and get Swift Swim, and Gyarados has Life Orb and a bunch of strong attacks. Sceptile is here specifically just for these opening turns. So we're going to Detect on specifically only single target moves. Gyarados can never click Muddy Water here, and Swampert can never click Earthquake. We Detect, and Miracle Seed, Energy Ball, Electrode, one-shots Mega Swampert. Just barely. It does 101%. Gradation. Energy Ball comes out second. So loud. There's a waterfall.
I like Mega Swampert. It's a cool design.
It is. I agree. Now this should be Dragapult for fast KO on Sceptile. Good. Now, Dragapult does not see any KOs into Electrode. So Electrode is safe here. Do click Volt Switch into Gyarados. And the only move that Sceptile is baiting from Dragapult is Breaking Swipe, which is a spread move, so Electrode is going to take damage here, but it always survives crit. So we can swap Sceptile into Torkoal. Staring down the Gyarados, clicking Waterfall. We Volt Switch. Let me confirm. I've had lines where I click T-Bolt. But yes, we Volt Switch to bring in my goat. There's the Breaking Swipe, consuming its gem. Not my attack stat. Ooh, okay, Electro didn't take gem boosted damage there. And we static Dragapult? Is that bad?
Oh. Oh.
I don't think so. I think it's fine. Okay. We send Fruitgummy. Druddigon. This should bring in Magnezone. Good. Okay. So I needed Magnezone here because I show that I outdamage Magnezone and Toxicroak, and I show fast one-shot to Eggy. So it's just Magnezone because it outspeeds. Now, 125 HP Torkoal is dead to Thunder and Hydro Pump, also Thunder from Dragapult. The plan was to always protect here, so I don't think this para does anything, but Druddigon is now faster than Dragapult, so in theory I could swap to a ground type here, but I don't want to mess up the line. So, we protect, and we Dragon Claw to one-shot Dragapult. I have the better dragon. I really don't. I really don't. Just a better positioned dragon. Okay, there's Eggy fourth. Good. Now, I thought that Druddigon was able to learn Ice Punch, and it could just one-shot Egg. Unfortunately, it cannot. Thankfully, Torkoal is baiting still Thunder from Magnezone and Terrain Pulse from Exeggutor. And so Druddigon has a free turn here to do a little bit of chip to Magnezone. Breaking's 30. We need to swap Torkoal into Steelix on double electric move. And we Thunder Punch so that Druddigon does not take any Life Orb chip. And even though this move is resisted, because of the electric terrain and the Life Orb and the Sheer Force, this does 25% to Magnezone. Thunder Punch.
I forget how Life Orb works. Why does it not grip you?
Sheer Force, for some reason, cancels out the recoil damage of Life Orb if you're like activating Sheer Force. That's weird.
Weird.
Yeah. So you just get a 70% boost to the damage with no drawback. Okay, and now Steelix is in at 69 HP, always baiting Flash Cannon, Fast KO, and Low Kick, Fast KO. Never Wood Hammer. Exactly Low Kick, 70 HP. So we swap to Torkoal. It's scary, taking a Flash Cannon and a Low Kick, but Torkoal can take this. And we KO Magnezone with Superpower. Okay, got the split F drop, that's fine. Superpower comes out second. Goodbye, Magnezone. $139 HP, perfect. That's exactly what I needed. So scary, but we're good. We got the Agua Berry. Back up to half HP. 110. Okay. Last two Pokemon. Toxicroak out last. Now, Toxicroak has Fake Out here, but because I used Superpower on the previous turn, and pre-damaged and Life Orb, Druddigon now baits Fast KO from, let me make sure I did it right, from both Cross Chomp and Gunk Shot. So, Pot Pie, just swapped in again, is safe to protect. And Egg sees KOs on Druddigon, but it sees fast KOs on Torkoal with Terrain Pulse, Firming, 134 min. Yep. We are safe to swap here to Basket Legion. And ideally we see Cross Chop. Protect. Come on, just Cross Chop. Just Cross Chop. Yeah! Yes! Yes! Okay, now, Toxicroak doesn't see any KOs anymore, so it's random target Gunk Shot. There's a 0.4%, I guess 0.2% chance that it clicks Cross Chop into Torkoal and Steelix dies. I have to take that risk. So, Torkoal swaps. Oh, that's really bad if it happens, because then Basket Legion also dies, because Terrain Pulse will get redirected into Basket Legion. Whatever, I don't have another play. I have to go Steelix here on Gunk Shot and Terrain Pulse. And we click Psychic Fangs into Toxicroak. Getting value out of this move. Gunk Shot. Into... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No crit. Did find the poison. That's okay. Okay, it's really scary to see it click Terrain Pulse while I have a water Pokemon on the field that just dies to it. Okay, it's Dry Skin Healing. So there's a little bit of overlap on Torkoal between Gunk Shot and Cross Chop. Min Roll Gunk Shot does 67, and Max Roll Cross Chop does 67. So if it sees 67 on both, and then clicks Cross Chop on the coin flip, and also chooses not to attack Basket Legion, Steelix takes a Cross Chop. Okay, now Steelix, 69 HP, is baiting still exactly Low Kick. So I can go Torkoal again. and KO Toxicroak with Shadow Sneak. Did I mess up here? Toxicroak sees a KO on Steelix with Vacuum Wave. Toxicroak takes 46 from Vacuum Wave and 40 from Low Kick. How much HP does it have? 46, 40. Okay. I'm fine. We're just going to back all the way out. Turkey Wrap. Swaps to Torkoal. Basculegion. Shadow Sneaks. Toxicroak. Okay, clicked it. That's fine. Okay. $32 HP. Okay. Once again, Exeggutor sees a fast KO on Torkoal, so we're gonna protect. And swap into Druddigon. Really? Higher damage move slot is above the lower damage move. Is that because in the case of a tie, it clicks slot 1? Torkoal is baiting full random move from Exeggutor here. So hopefully Outrage works as I need it to. Cool. Druddigon frags 3. As intended. And I actually got to click Outrage. Oh my god. I can't believe it. No investment. And I guess it was riskless too. I finally get Fly.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey Scott. Another scale? Oh, nice. Continue to fly. Small piece of... Oh, I see. Okay. By the waterfall. Okay. Sweet. And that's all I've got for today. I haven't cooked any other fights because I was so worried about those two. But I got a little bit of a reprieve here. What a weird team. It came together though. Came together. If you want notifications when I go live, here's a link to my Discord. Alright, secure count. He's doing some Celeste 90% for the world record. I got one of them. I just forgot about the waterfall one. But yeah, I knew you had access to a couple items. I just forgot that that one existed. Alright. And now I will also probably, in addition to the rest of Route 119, I'll probably also look into the Megalop fight. Because I was looking at that at level 65 and it looked pretty rough. But Pidgeot at 69 two-shots Gyarados, which I think will let me get through one side and get into a 2v1 in a pretty good way. Anyway, that is for another time. Catch y'all later.